This is no ordinary bus.
The Big Green Bus runs on biofuel and cooking oil.
And even processes some on board.
It's like the car from the movie Back to the Future.
Let's go find out how it works.
Well, hey guys, welcome to the Big Green Bus.
Oh, well, thanks for having us, Ari.
Definitely.
So this is a pretty cool bus, and I hear you have a really interesting fuel system going on. Is it possible we could see that?
Definitely, yeah, I'll take you right over. We're running on waste vegetable oil.
All right.
So what do we mean by veggie oil? Why, we're talking about this stuff, what's left over in the frying pan. Ari Capel tells us how the process works.
Inside of what used to be the luggage bays, we now hold the filters for our vegetable oil system. And I'm gonna pull this out all the way.
The bus gets its supply of waste veggie oil from restaurants along the route. And as you can imagine, they produce a lot of it.
We'll pull up right behind a restaurant. We'll take this PVC pipe here, and this is the end of our filter system. And we'll put this right down inside that tank of vegetable oil. And then we'll start pumping it through. We have a switch right here.
The oil goes through a special multi-filtering process that cleans it up before it's good to go.
These are 4-cylinder filters, and basically what these guys do is they'll take out all the food particles and a little bit of the water to make it so that our fuel is viable to run through the engine. It's just getting it to that really pure, clear liquid that we really want. And so this filter is very similar to actually a pool filter, and this is what we have inside of there. This is one of our replacements.
It's also heated and cooled in what's called a V-tank to remove any remaining gunk.
Since the water and particles are heavier than the actual oil, those will actually settle to the bottom, and then by opening this red lever here, we can actually leak it out. And that's what we're doing here. You can kind of see some of the particles settled to the bottom here. This was leaked out.
Geez, it's really like a chemistry experiment up in here.
Exactly.
This is chemistry that works, and the result is liquid gold.
Once it's in here, it's ready to go to the engine.
So, why use biofuel at all? Well, it's less harmful to the environment than fossil fuel burning petroleum. It doesn't produce any sulfur and produces 78% less carbon dioxide.
It really allows us to run on this recycled fuel, lower our carbon footprint, and talk to people about this really cool system that is still really, viable if someone's willing to put in the effort.
And do you save money through all this on gas?
The vegetable oil is free.
Ari and the other mechanics keep the system going, and it's a new job for most.
The most mechanics I had done before this was bike mechanics, and which I'm pretty good at, but bus is a little bit different, obviously.
We do have a lot of knowledge surrounding our vegetable oil system. It's a lot of plumbing, a lot of electric work, and things have gone wrong.
Inside the bus, it's as green as they come too. The bus is retrofitted with sustainable materials from top to bottom.
Well, welcome aboard the bus. Not only is this bus a model of alternative energy and sustainable transportation, but also the inside of this bus is modeled as kind of a sustainable living center, as a household, one might say.
First, there's how they get their power.
And what we have going on top is our solar panel system, and that is the energy we need to live inside this bus. All of the electronics that you see around, these computers, there's a fridge in the back, we have complex fluorescent lights that are lighting the entire inside.
Even electric sockets along the side get their juice from the sun, and crew member Kate DeRushy points out it saves more than just energy.
The cool thing about sustainability, and the thing that we're talking about now, is that everyone usually can get on board in some respect, because it's about like saving money a lot of times, and everyone can get behind that. So, insulating your house, recycling in certain cities where it costs less to recycle, changing your light bulbs so your electricity bill drops, those sorts of things everyone can get behind.
The sustainability doesn't stop there. These countertops are made of bamboo, and that's important because bamboo can grow up to 3 feet a day in the right conditions.
That allows us to get these big countertops that, operate just as good as any other countertop in a way that doesn't lead to major deforestation in the way that hardwoods might.
Even what we're standing on is earth-friendly too.
These wood floors, not necessarily harvested in the most sustainable manner, but they're recycled. And what we always say is it's better to reuse and recycle than it is to create a new source, because it always has an energy input. And so these floors are actually from a house in Georgia that was being torn down.
So everything inside the Big Green Bus is lighter living on the planet, right down to the last thought out detail.
We have the bark from a tree that was actually being cut down on our campus.
It's all part of the bigger picture these guys are trying to snap. And it's that going green isn't all work. It can save you money and also be fun too.